Okay, welcome everybody to the Business Credit Summer Series. My name is Noel Booker, and here's my contact information. My name is Noel A. Booker Sr. My telephone number is 404-500-9687, and my email is noel@businesscreditbuilder.us. The website to contact us is businesscreditbuilder.us. And just so you know, to talk to me about the products that we offer for business credit, you contact me at the website businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. Okay? That's how you contact me, all right? Okay, so without further ado, let's get busy. We're going to talk about how to create your profile, your business credit profile for your business. Okay. So far, we have talked about in the summer series, we have already talked about credibility and fundability, and how you and that is the process of setting up your business correctly, setting up your business properly in the eyes of the lender. Okay. So we talked about that already. And those steps are basically your name, your address, your EIN number, your website, all that basic stuff that the creditors look at. This basic stuff that the creditors look like to determine if you are credible and fundable. Okay? We talked about that. We also talked about in the Business Credit Summer Series, business credit reporting agencies, and why you need to have access to your business credit reports. Do you know what your business credit scores are? Okay? Do you know your paydex score? And that's what we talked about last week. Okay? Today we're going to talk about, once you got this stuff set up, the credibility and the fundability, and you understand the importance of your business credit reports, now in the process of building business credit, now it's time to start actually building your business credit. Okay? And this process is not so simple, because we have to find vendors that's going to give us credit when we have no credit, and they have to report to the business credit reporting agencies. Now, not that many businesses is going to give you credit when you have no credit. Okay? And on top of that, not that many businesses report to the business credit reporting agencies, because there are a lot of requirements to even be able to report. Okay? So this is a hard step. So what we're going to do to get over this step is we're going to find vendors that's going to give us what they call net 30 accounts. They're also called vendor accounts. Okay? And when I say a net 30 account, what that is these are companies that's going to give us a little bit of credit. And when we buy something, we have to pay the full balance in 30 days. Hence the term net 30. Now, there are many other terms like net 15, net 22, stuff like that, right? But the most popular one is net 30 accounts. Okay? So, now, and that's how you start your business credit reports. Okay? using these net 30 accounts, okay? And let me see, let me just go to my notes here, make sure I'm not missing anything. Right, so this is how you start your initial credit profile with these net 30 accounts, right? So, and some vendors will approve you for net 30 terms just because you have an EIN number, which we covered in credibility, and your local telephone number is listed with the 411 National Directory. Okay? Okay, so once you got all of this set up for your business, the credibility and the fundability, and the business, and you understand your business credit reporting agencies, which is Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax are the three main business credit reporting agencies, right? Now we're going to start building business credit, right? Okay, so we're going to start. This is the company that I always start with. Strategic Network, oops. Strategic Network Solutions, okay? Strategic Network Solutions will give you $1,000 off the rip. And if in case you don't know what that means, that means like right away, okay? That means right away. So they're gonna give you $1,000 credit off the rip just because you have a local telephone number, business telephone number, listed with your 411 National Directory, and you have an EIN number, okay? Now, you can find Network Solutions at my website. I got a link and a promo code for you, okay? So you go to vendors, all right? businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors, right? And you'll see the promo code, okay? So now, most people that teach business credit and stuff like this do not teach you what I'm getting ready to teach you. The hidden hurdles. The hidden hurdles. Now, this is what the hidden hurdles are. When you build business credit, it's all about buying items, right? And making payments on these items and showing your track record of on-time payments, right? So the hidden hurdles is this. Companies just gonna give you credit when you have no credit, and they're gonna report they don't normally sell things that you normally buy, okay? So you gotta think some. Strategic Network Solutions. When I got my account with them, I got my $1,000 account. I went in there and I've noticed that the items that they use for net 30 terms are all digital. So that's one of the things. They only sell on net 30 terms digital products. So I looked at what they had to offer. The item that was good for me was the item that they call the web root, right? It's a virus protection for your computer, right? So I downloaded the item with my credit, right? You have to spend at least $50 in order for them to report. In general, when you do these with these vendors, right? So the basic plan is you got to spend $50 in order for them to report to the business credit reporting agencies. Okay? So I downloaded my virus protection. 2 weeks later, I made the payment. Boom. That's a trade line. That's a quick and easy trade line. Okay. So, and that's the hidden hurdles, is that you have to do some thinking. It's not going to be like, you find somebody's going to give you credit, and then the idea is to adjust your spending at home and at your business to these vendors that's going to actually report. So it's a thinking process that you have to get over. And if you go into this not thinking that you got to do some thinking, that could be the hurdle that just stops you and says, hey, this is too much. I don't got no time for this. Okay. So you have to know going into this that, hey, I got to take this strategically. The idea is to get trade lines. All right. That's the goal. Now, what hurdle do I have to jump over to get to this trade line? All right. There's going to be a hurdle. All right. And so if you do the steps that I teach you in building business credit, you'll be able to get over the situation, because it's just simple stuff. It's stuff you already do for your household, but now you have to do it for your business, and you have to do it strategically. Okay. So like I always say about business credit, building business credit is a step-by-step process, and you cannot skip a step. Okay. You cannot skip a step. Okay. Each step in building business credit is needed for the next step. All right. Definitely the word of the wise. All right. Okay. What else I have to say? So when you are at this step, right? When you're at this step of going to strategic network solutions and getting these net 30 accounts, you want to get 5 of these net 30 accounts. You want 5 of these. That's your first goal before you can go to the next step. And you can find out what the next step is in my next presentation, which is at 7 o'clock. All right. This one here is like a short one, right? Where I teach you about how to start your credit profile, right? So at 7 o'clock, I do a webinar that is entitled How to Get $250,000 in Business Credit for Your EIN that's not linked to your social, right? Okay, let's open up and see if anybody got any questions about setting up your credit profile. Anybody got any questions?
Hi, I have a question.
All right, what's your name?
Nina Purdy.
All right, Nina, what question you got?
So I just took a quick look at Office Max to see what their business credit requirements are. And they
Yes.
were asking for my social security along with my EIN. And I don't want to give my social security number. So is there any other ones that you suggest that we could do without giving both numbers?
Office Max. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
See, Office Max is most likely a revolving account, okay? That's not a net 30 account. So starting your business credit profile, you wouldn't go to that step, all right? So, because they need you to have credit already, all right? And then on the point of they asking you for your social, all right? So this is what I got to say about that. Every company is going to have different requirements. Some will require you to have a personal guarantee. All of them are going to ask you for your social, okay? But the key thing, right? This is in 2 years ago, there was a law that was impacted that says that if these companies are offering you credit from a third party, which means they're setting up your credit from a third party, a bank, they have to identify who this person is, which means you give them your social, but you're not a personal guarantee. Okay? And then those same companies that ask for your social to identify who you are, they also have a section that says, now this is the social part where you are personally required. So in those applications, there's the fine print. You have to look at that fine print real close to determine if you're giving your social, if this is a third party that is going to finance this credit that they're giving you, if they if they if they are going to use your social, they're going to say to you, this part here is not a personal guarantee. They are just identifying who you are. And then there's the other side that says you are personally guaranteed. So you have to really read that fine print to get through that. But see, you went to a revolving account if you went to a revolving account without having any credit at all, they're not going to approve you anyway. Okay? You need to look for net 30 accounts first that report. And you do that by calling them up and say, do you offer net 30 accounts? And do you report to the business credit reporting agencies? You can ask them, who do you report to? The answers to that question is Dun & Bradstreet, Business Experian, or Business Equifax. Did I answer that question?
Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the question. That was a good question. It took me a while to get through that question. All right. Any more questions? This is the time that I answer questions about business credit. So use your availability, because I have all this knowledge in me, all built up about business credit. Don't mind me. I'm like kind of silly like that. All right.
I have a
Okay.
question.
All right. Oh, you're a familiar face.
I'm Pamela.
Pamela. All right. I've seen you before.
Yeah, I've come on every week.
All right.
Are you going to give us any more net 30s, or are we going to do the research ourselves?
Basically, you do the research yourself. In my program, I tell you exactly which ones to get. All right. But I'm going to give you another one right here just because you asked. All right. Here goes another one. And I'm going to tell you about these net 30s, right? These net 30 accounts are even harder to get now because of the coronavirus, okay? Because what's happened in the whole industry is companies that already had accounts, the coronavirus came and messed up their money flow, and they paying bills late now. So the vendors are adjusting and saying, hold on, we're not taking net 30 accounts right now. All right. So the whole industry is impacted by this. All right. But here's another one. And I know that they're still doing net 30 accounts. Barnett. It's Barnett. Oops. Barnett. I think it's barnett.com. Anyway, this is a Home Depot company. All right. Barnett is a Home Depot company. They sell everything Home Depot sells. My clients that get accounts with them, Barnett offers them a card that they could just go to Home Depot and swipe. Okay? Net 30 account. You leave on these applications. This is an important piece that I didn't mention. On these applications, you leave the social security number blank. All right? You put your EIN number in. Leave the social security blank. Nina was on Office Max is a revolving account. So that's why she had all those terms and stuff all up in there, because they was doing theirs by a third party. See, net 30 accounts are financing you in-house, okay? So on their application, they're not sending it to a bank. They're going to do it right in the house. You leave the social security number blank. You put the EIN number on there, all right? They might even ask you to put the social security number on there, but you leave it blank. There's no rule for them. There's no law saying that you have to put that there, all right? On the revolving accounts, like Nina went to, that's a whole nother situation. They have to report to the standards of the banking industry, okay? So they're gonna require you to put that social in there to identify who you are, but you gotta read that fine print, all right? Did I answer that question, Paula?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, and gave you some extras. All right, who's next? Line up the questions. Let's get it. That's all the questions you got, Paula? Come on. All right. So at 7 o'clock, we're doing a webinar on how to get $250,000 in business credit for your EIN, not linked to your social, where I go through all the steps in a little bit more detail. And you get to ask a whole bunch of questions there too. You follow through on the on my slide screen and all of that. These little summer series is so I could show off my board here. But thank y'all for coming to the Business Credit Summer Series. Next week, the Business Summer Series is going to be actually how to get business credit lines and business credit loans for your business. Even if you got bad credit now, all right? That's how we do it, all right? Portia, all right, I see you. Was this helpful? Should I continue to do this type of stuff? Y'all let me know. Send me an email, check the website, and all that stuff. Oh, everybody that watches on Facebook and on all the social medias, Instagram, Twitter, if you see me on there, click the subscribe, the like button, the follow, or whatever it is. I don't know what. Just follow me, all right? You get a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to upload this video here by tomorrow, I guess. So y'all look out for that. And thanks everybody for coming. I'm going to shut down the room. We're going to open up the room brand new for the next one. It's the same link so you can come back on in. Right? Did I miss anything? All my contacts is, let me write down my contacts in case you didn't get the contacts from the beginning. So the website is businesscreditbuilder.us. To sit down with me and talk about the products I offer. I do websites, we do accounting, financials, all that stuff. You can go to businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. All right? Consult. That's how you contact me. And we sit down and have a one-on-one. Okay, so the email. Noel at businesscreditbuilder.us. I'm taking a shortcut. That's my shortcut, right? Telephone. (404-500-9687). All right. Consult, like, subscribe, follow, all that. See all that 7 o'clock for the how to get 250. All right. Talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Thank y'all for coming. Ooh, hold on. Is there a question in there? Okay. All right. Later.